How we doing, folks? This is the Pop Music Freak. I'm back with another Song Facts Countdown video, counting down my 1,000 favorite songs of all time. We are up to number 804 on my list, and this is a 60s hit by a band that had a pretty good run for a few years through the mid to late 60s. Very entertaining band. They are the Turtles. From 1968, this is Elenore, number 804 on my list. Now let me give you the song facts on this. This is a 1968 song by the Turtles, originally included on The Turtles Present the Battle of the Bands. Although written by Howard Kaylan, its writing was co-credited to all 5 members of the band: Kaylan, Mark Volman, Al Nickel, Jim Pons, and John Barbata. The song was written as a satire of their biggest hit, Happy Together, from the previous year. So here's some background. By 1968, the Turtles had had a number of successful pop records on the White Whale label, including Bob Dylan's It Ain't Me, Babe, Happy Together, and She'd Rather Be With Me, the latter two written by Gary Bonner and Alan Gordon. The band members wanted to diversify their musical output in parallel with more innovative musical groups of the time, and to record their own material. However, their record company was reluctant to allow them to do so. As a demonstration of their musical versatility, the Turtles recorded the album The Battle of the Bands, which featured performances in a wide variety of different musical styles. The band recorded Elenore as a parody of the type of happy-go-lucky pop songs they themselves had been performing, but with deliberately cliched and slapdash lyrics such as "Your looks intoxicate me, even though your folks hate me, there's no one like you, Elenore, really," and "Elenore G, I think you're swell, and you really do me well, you're my pride and joy," etc. Original lyrics used the phrase fab and gear, which got replaced by the phrase pride and joy. You're my fab and gear, etc. What? Anyway, this was one of the first pop songs to use the Moog synthesizer, which is heard during the last half of the second verse, featuring Kaylan's double voice track plus Volman's harmonic supporting track. Howard Kaylan later said, "Elenore was a parody of Happy Together. It was never intended to be a straightforward song. It was meant as an anti-love letter to White Whale Records, who were constantly on our backs, to bring them another Happy Together. So I gave them a very skewed version, not only with the chords changed, but with all these bizarre words. It was my feeling that they would listen to how strange and stupid the song was and leave us alone. But they didn't get the joke. They thought it sounded good, truthfully, though the production on Elenore was so damn good. Lyrically or not, the sound of the thing was so positive that it worked. It certainly surprised me." According to his autobiography, Shell-Shocked, Kaylan stated the Turtles had agreed that any song written by one or more members would be credited to the entire group. He added that he regretted this arrangement when Elenore became a hit. Describing the song in liner notes to the 1974 compilation Happy Together Again, Kaylan claimed to have written the song in just an hour after locking himself in a hotel room. In his 2013 autobiography, the time of composition was lowered to 30 minutes. Release. The song was produced by Chip Douglas and released as a single, White Whale 276. Cashbox called it a delightful turn to the softer rock style, saying it is a powerful vocal stew blending attractively over a medium-slow rhythm track. So Elenore on the charts reached number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. It also reached number 7 on the UK singles chart, number 4 in Canada, number 8 in Australia, and number 1 in New Zealand. It has since been featured on many anthologies and as part of the soundtrack of The Boat That Rocked. So yes, it was a pretty big top 10 hit in most of the English-speaking countries. In terms of year-end chart, in Billboard it was ranked the number 80 song of 1968. In Cashbox it was number 64. And in Canada it was number 93 for 1968. Excuse me. Now, there were several cover versions. Nothing really by anyone too famous except for maybe Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, covered Elenore on the 2001 album Blow in the Wind, and Dean Torrance, one half of Jan and Dean, covered the song on his 2002 album Dean Torrance anthology, Legendary Masked Surfer Unmasked. There's basically a lot of artists I never heard of. Actually, there's a couple done in different languages. Gianni Morandi released an Italian version of the song as Scende la Pioggia in 1968. And the Spanish flamenco funky group Las Grecas, formed by the Gypsy sisters Carmela and Tina, released the Spanish version in 1975. I'm not going to read the title. It's not Elenore, so it might be a little hard to read. Let's just say they had a big hit in Spanish-speaking countries, but didn't go anywhere here. So that's about it. Those are the song facts I have for you. The B-side was a song called Surfer Dan, in case you're wondering. And Chip Douglas, once again, was the producer on this record and the album. The Turtles present the Battle of the Bands. Alright, so those are the song facts. Elenore by the Turtles, number 804 on my list of all-time favorites. I hope you like the video. I hope you share it. I hope you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There will be a link to the description to the video of their performance. I think it was Ed Sullivan. I'm pretty sure it was an Ed Sullivan performance. And I once again wish you both, all of you, wonderful, wonderful day, and peace and love.